In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Making the investments. We people are found making the investments. Love to make investments. Why? Because we are of the view that this investment of the money will return with a very good profit. On the one hand, if at all the cash is lying in the bank, it will be of little use, while another some of the people are of the view that they don't have to avail and get the interest or the markup upon the money they are keeping in the bank. On religious grounds they don't take it, but even if those who love to take the interest, they think that it is too little, so they love to make the investment in the field, in different in different areas in different areas in different sectors. Dear friends, okay, this is the investment of the money, and I don't deny the importance of it at all. But there is also another type of the investment, and usually this investment is the investment of the time and the investment of the hard work. And this investment of the time and the hard work is actually meant to train ourselves to become a responsible and a more aware human being. So I believe that this sort of the investment, I'm not saying that we don't need to invest the money for the sake of the profits. That is all okay. I'm not against it at all, and it is absolutely unwise to become a person who is against that. But one thing is there, if at all I do earn money, which is 100 times more than my needs, I think it would be of no use or a very little use. But if at all I am investing upon myself, upon other humans, so that we could become a better human being, so that we could become a better human being, not only for we ourselves, but for our family members, but for the whole of the society as well. So I believe that this investment must not be ignored and must not be overlooked. And not only this thing, as far our children is concerned, these children demand the investment of the money upon them in every respect, and as their food, their clothing, their housing, their traveling, may mean their transport and their schooling, all of that needs a very good amount of investment. Here the money is needed, but money alone is not enough. If because if at all we are not paying enough amount of attention to the training of our children, what is going to happen, that we might not be able to keep to sustain our understanding and synchronization with these kids. Now I think so that as for the investment of the hard work, the time and the energy is concerned, it must be done upon our kids, and not only upon our kids, rather upon we ourselves as well, because we too need to become a right sort of human being, need to become a better human being, we need to become a more capable human being, we need to become a more aware human being, we need to become a more responsible human being, and we need to become very good as a human being. We need to be a kind hearted person, and I think so to be able to develop the very good qualities in we ourselves. I think a kind of investment is needed, and this investment is by far the more important than any other sort of investment. And even the kind of investment we have been making for the sake of earning more money, the financial investment. I think, and not only this thing, once we are spending the time and the hard work upon we our kids, once we are found spending money upon we ourselves, we must not forget that if at all we are an affluent human being, if at all we do have a good amount of money, this money, a part of it must be invested upon the kids of the poor as well. And also we need to try to train those kids. Obviously some of them we can't, one person can't do with each and everyone else, but at least we can do with a fewer kid, upon fewer kids, upon fewer people, or at least even one. That depends upon our ability to sustain, that depends upon the kind of financial status we people are having. One thing is there, we must not be overlooking, we must not be ignoring the importance of this sort of investment, the investment of the time, the investment of the hard work, the investment of the energy. So this kind of investment upon we ourselves, upon our relationships, and upon other people, particularly the kids of other people. I think this is really the thinking of the great people, and we need to understand it, we need to forward it. And this is something, this will be a kind of achievement which will remain and which will stay with us even after we are long gone from here, from this world, that we don't have any sort of financial investment left in our name. Everything else has been taken over by our hair. What, by the way, if at all we do return to this world after 40 or 50 years, will these kids take us back, and will they love us, will they spend the money upon us, and will they allow us to say that whatever they are possessing, or at least certain properties which they are having today, belong to us actually, and we had earned it. Most probably we will become an irrelevant people for them, and they will not be able to accept us, will not be able to take us back. Although this is not the topic of our today's discussion, returning to the topic, I think the finest ever thing is that we people are found paying enough amount of attention, enough amount of time, enough amount of hard work, and enough amount of energies, enough amount of money upon we ourselves, so that all the bad habits are somehow the bad habits, the worst kind of habit, if at all we have contracted, unfortunately, if at all we have adopted, unfortunately, we need to get rid of it, and we need to adopt the good habits, we need to adopt the very responsible attitudes, so that the life of we ourselves as well as the lives of other people does not get disturbed at all. Rather we do become, and we do stay a stable human being. My dear friend, this is something which needs to be understood, and which must be understood. Dear friend, this investment is really important, and maybe it is more important than any other type of investment. Without diverting our attention, or even with a slight decrease in this sort of financial investment which are made for the purpose of earning money, I think that we should start thinking toward this area as well. Thank you.